Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. Hope you guys are all having an amazing Thursday. I hope all of you guys closed in and ended it on a green note. The reason that I'm making this video is we have one more day for this week, right? So today is November 8th, 2018, and tomorrow is Friday, right? A lot of the messages that I received via Discord today were asking, what it was that I was showing or seeing signs of value of an uptrend. So all the four stocks that I'm going to talk today, if I'm not mistaken, there's actually five, but I'm going to talk to you on why I'm really just focused on, I want to talk about four, and then I want you at the end of the video to guess which one I see the most value in. And the reason that I'm talking about this is I think it's very important that if you want to grow your account on an everyday basis, then you want to make sure that you invest in patterns in which you understand and that are showing signs of growth. I repeat this multiple times, time after time, yet so many people are so focused and investing in descending patterns. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about four stocks that I see showing signs of an uptrend, again, to end my week on a green note. So I wanna show you guys something very quickly. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys should have been able to see it already. I was able to close the day a little bit over $500 profit with two specific positions, one on UGAS, one on DGAS. For all those that are part of the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library, you guys got to see me trade live this morning. Really do appreciate all the time that you guys spent with me in that natural gas report and how I was able to recover. I kept you guys up to date along the day, and now all I'm going to do is talking about these four different stocks that I see value in. Again, none of the stocks that we talk today are in any way any stock suggestion. You should never invest based on other people's opinion, and you should always have a plan when investing. My number one tip for someone that's just getting started is to begin paper trading. Google it, YouTube it, search it up, learn more about it, and search how you can get started. Everything it is, the market has never been so accessible, and I really hope that not only this video, but the series of helpful videos under my helpful video playlist on my YouTube channel can guide you in the right direction. First of all, again, my name is Ricky, right? We have over 400,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, making us the largest YouTube channel for those who invest in the stock market. And with that, I thank you. So let's go ahead and get right to it. This is DWT. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only ETF that I am talking about today. So I know I trade multiple ETFs, from time to time, but why is it that with DWT, I would see value in? So what about it, right? What about it has been so consistent? What about it has been so attractive? What about it makes me want to potentially invest in it or continue to invest in it? It has a very consistent pattern. If you want to grow your account, it makes sense to invest in patterns in which are showing signs of growth. Now, some of you guys might be saying, Ricky, this thing looks very overextended. I agree. We're approaching a general area where it's been rejected before. Ricky, look at the RSI. Look at the MACD. This might not be something that we might want to invest in. The reason that I'm talking about this is not only do I think that it has more margin to cover, but according to the inverse ETF, which is /CL, right? So this is a crude oil future, and crude oil is selling off like no other. It offers a very consistent and continuous downtrend, and there is no even change or consolidation and change of direction. So I agree. Once this pattern for /CL stops to sell off, I agree. I think it would be time to stop investing in DWT or to, remove it out of my watch list. You guys know that I don't trade DWT very often, but the reason that I have found this to be so important and so valid is not only on the 180-day chart is it showing signs of an uptrend pattern, but usually for day trades, something that I like to focus on a little bit more is the pattern on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, recent patterns. And we could see the low points when it bounces around the SMA line, and we could see the high points when it becomes overextended on that RSI. So looking at the RSI a little bit closer, we could see why it can continue to push up closer to that $10 price point based off previous patterns. And that's why, because of the consistent uptrend, because of the overall direction, and because I still think that it has more margin to cover, it's something that I see value in. So going on to the next one. Ticker symbol ERIC. We talked about this one in our Sunday Stock Talk, and it has been absolutely killing it this week. Looking at the 180-day analysis, very consistent uptrend pattern, ascending uptrend pattern. Being able to identify the low points, we talked about it when it was at $8.70. Feel free to go to our Sunday Stock Talk 2 weeks ago, right? It's been making higher highs, and again, approaching this resistance right around 940, 950, that's where it becomes less of a good deal. Something to be well aware of, right? As long as it continues this pattern where it holds above this EMA line and continues to make higher highs and higher lows, then its overall direction pattern makes sense. Very simple. Its pattern has continued, cool. Its direction has continued, cool. There is no break of pattern. So because of that, and not only that, but because on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, we can see that it reacts very nicely to that EMA indicator. So tomorrow, I think that it has the potential to continue to make higher highs, and we simply have to follow up with it. If it follows its continuous pattern, great. We have something to even just watch. You don't have to trade it. And if it breaks its pattern, then guess what? That's the whole point of following up with it. You simply don't have to trade it. And that's ticker symbol ERIC. The next one that I want to talk about is ticker symbol LUV. This one was also brought in our Sunday stock talk this week. And since we've talked about it, because of the aggressive sell-off that it had during earnings, it's been recovering like no other. Over 7% this week. Yes, it's not so much of a good deal. Yes, it's a little overextended, but there is no break of pattern. And the consolidation is very minor. And because of that, again, we can simply follow up with it. And as long as it continues to follow that pattern of making higher highs and making higher lows, then it's something that we can keep our eyes on. It doesn't even mean that you have to invest in it, but for those that are struggling and investing in descending patterns, then maybe paying attention to something that is still showing signs of an uptrend, still offers a higher margin of profit. So how is it that I'm saying that? How do I know that it offers a little bit more margin of profit? Because it still has so much margin for this to recover. And it's not showing signs of this thing pulling back and breaking its pattern. So as long as it continues that pattern, then it would be something that I would see value in. Going based off previous patterns as of how it experienced its resistance yesterday, based on where it's at right now and the margin of profit that it has to offer, yes, it's not huge, but again, it's consistent. It's been showing signs of an uptrend pattern, and the overall opportunity cost is still worth it in my eyes. And again, that's why I simply wanted to talk about ticker symbol LUV. And again, this is not one that I scanned for. This is not one that I found within the group chat. This is one that a member within our Technical Solutions and Learn Plan Profit group brought to us within the Sunday Stock Talk. And that's that live event that we host every single Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The next one that I want to talk about is ticker symbol FE, First Energy. Showing signs of a very consistent uptrend, showing signs of a potential overall reversal, and it's been making higher highs. That's what I find most attractive. So we'll set another alert when it breaks above $38. It's gone through its earnings report. It's gone through its dividends payouts. So all that hype and all that potential manipulation or catalyst have all died out. Now it's just technicals. Now it's just focusing on, fulfilling its overall pattern and direction. So as long as it continues to hold above the EMA line, as long as it continues to make higher highs, then it's something that eventually, would be at its prime. And based on its, low points around the SMA line and its high points as it becomes overextended with the RSI, it makes sense on why it's a potential good deal right now. It's showing signs of it trying to make higher highs, and its overall direction is showing signs of an uptrend. Looking a little bit closer on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, we could see this, A continuous uptrend patterns, higher highs and higher lows. Something that is attractive. Now, the next one that I wanted to talk about is ticker symbol SNA. Another one that was brought to you by our Sunday Stock Talk. Consistent uptrend patterns, consistent higher lows, higher highs, overall direction pushing up. Solely by investing in this stock, let's say you would have invested in this stock, from Monday, when it broke above the EMA line, and it's been holding pretty well above the middle VWAP, to where it's at right now, over 4% this week with one specific trade. How many of you are not even up 4%? That's why it's so important to focus on quality stocks. It's not about the quantity, the amount of trade. Overtrading is actually something that I sometimes struggle with as well. So don't think that if you're someone that's just getting started and you're getting in and getting out of positions that you suck or anything of that, Trust me, it's something that not only I experienced when I was first getting started, but I'm someone that's very passionate about the market and I love to trade. And sometimes I have to hold myself back and just simply step away from the computer. So don't think that, again, that there's an issue with you or anything of any sort. Just a little bit more discipline, a little bit more patience, and to be a little bit more selective with what you choose to invest in. Yes, I understand the RSI is a little bit overextended, but because of the aggressive sell-off due to the earnings report, I think that it still offers a little bit more margin for potential recovery. So as long as it fulfills and continues that pattern, that's what I find to be most important. If it doesn't end up breaking its pattern, then guess what? It makes sense why we can continue to watch it, and we don't even need to trade it, especially if you're someone that's just getting started. Write it on a piece of paper where you would buy, where you would sell, being able to understand the characteristic, how it moves, the high points, the low points, how it bounces off the EMA line. Understand how it moves, where you would buy, where you would sell, and don't even trade it. Just test it out, just watch it and see if it's something that you will become a little bit more comfortable with. So those are the 4 that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to bring this one as well to your guys' attention. We talked about this one in our Sunday stock talk, and it's approaching, again, this SMA line. It's showing signs of this consolidation phase. It's not making higher highs, but I really like the RSI. I really like the MACD and the overall margin of profit that it has to offer. Looking at previous patterns and looking at how consistent it's been as it reverses, right? Understand previous reversals, understand its characteristic, and see what it is that NGVC needs to do to show signs of an uptrend to be qualified as a good stock. Also, I do want to let you know that it has its earnings on 11/15/2018, something to be very well aware of. So that's it for today, team. So we did that all under 10 minutes. So for all those that are asking what brokerage or what software I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. It's a free platform that you can get set up at. They do charge commissions. I have a bunch of videos of it on YouTube. Feel free to search up TD Ameritrade or Thinkorswim, and you guys can get exposed to a little bit more on not only how I have my thing set up, but on top of that, on how you can start paper trading for free today. That last one looked good. Again, and all the stocks that I'm talking about today, I want you guys to know that I'm not using any alert-based system. I'm not using any scanners. This is simply stocks that I came across by going through my Discord messages, going through the Learn Plan Profit, group alerts, the TechBot Solutions watch list, and then also our Sunday stock talk. It's all coming from you. Again, networking can be such a powerful thing if you know how to use it. Speak to your members in an effective and a respectful way and value one another. Again, you guys don't always have to agree with one another. We're all entitled to our own opinion. But as long as you just network with one another and treat one another respectfully, then that's what really matters. Again, we're a team. I just want to remind you guys that we're the largest team out there. And I know it's very difficult because we have so many opinionated people and so many people with different backgrounds that, trust me, we're always going to end up butting heads. But that's what happens when you're the largest group out there. We run the largest free Facebook group, largest free private trading community on Discord, free group chat. And on top of that, we run the largest course group out there for investing in the stock market. Be consistent, be respectful, and let's make that money. So thank you guys again so much for your time. Keep it simple. Let's lock in those profits. Tomorrow's Friday. And again, remember that one of the best positions that you can take altogether is not taking one at all. If nothing is meeting your criteria and you don't see value in something, and if there's not a reason for you to invest in that specific stock, then simply take a step back and get a good start to your 3-day weekend. Hope you guys all have an amazing Veterans Day. Thank you guys for all those that have served. Guys and gals, right? Sorry about that. And I do want to let you guys know that, again, our Learn Plan Profit giveaway ends this Saturday. So if you're enrolled from the 1st of November to the 10th of November, I'm going to be giving away $500 and a new laptop. All you have to do is click that first link down in the description. You get to watch me trade live every single morning. You get to work with me on a closer basis, and you get access to the Learn Plan Profit course for a lifetime. Thank you guys again for your time. Hope you guys all have an amazing Thursday. Hope you have an amazing Friday and end the week on a green note. Like always, continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.